Hey y'all, the Lady Empath 1111 guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Queen of Kings Tarot, guys. Where behind every king is his queen, y'all. That is us, the divine feminine. Of course, our kings, they are the divine masculine, y'all. Let's get into this reading. Let's see what's going on, y'all. I'm gonna start with the shamanic healing oracle deck. We're just gonna see what's going on in the energy, y'all. We're gonna see what's going on. Welcome to the channel, y'all, if y'all are new. Welcome back if y'all returning. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you are alerted right when I post. All right, we got burden. I'm getting 10 of wands energy with this, y'all. I heard no longer the caterpillar though. Somebody, you're outgrowing something. This is a lot of crown chakra energy I'm getting from this card as well. But there's a burden here. Someone, you could be seeing 1010. This is represented by the number 10. Someone, your birthday could be on the 10th is what I heard. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got to end to new beginnings. I don't make it up, y'all. 101. We literally got the number 10 card and the number 1 card. Movement into balance. Somebody, you're moving into something that's more balanced. And it's been difficult. This is crazy because I recorded another message, something similar. But this is now, I feel like you truly beginning to follow your north node. Like this is you releasing some of the subconscious fears that you've had. Someone, it could be raining where you are. Or you could be, I'm even seeing a tornado or a hurricane. Someone, you could live near the Atlantic Ocean. I know at the time I'm recording there's some type of hurricane taking place in the Atlantic Ocean, so you could be on that side, right? But there is something that's moving into balance for you at this time, even past whatever the difficulties that you faced at this time. I feel like there's still been some type of spiritual guidance, that you've been under omens. Something has been an omen. Somebody, you've been getting a lot of signs. You could be seeing crows, even vultures is what I'm hearing. But there's some type of omens that you've been getting. January 31st or October 31st could be significant as well. Sexual energy is here as well. That's represented by the number 25. 2 and 5 is 7. 7 is spirituality. Somebody, I feel like you are confusing your kundalini energy with sexual energy. And God is trying to show you that that is the creative flow of the energy within you. See, a lot of times, y'all, we will mistake sexual energy for, or mistake kundalini energy, which is that creative guidance through God, for sexual energy. Someone, there's an omen, and I feel like God is trying to show you something, but you're mistaking something for sexual energy is also what I'm hearing. You got to tap in. I'm hearing tap in, because something is an omen. And omens are usually like premonitions, or what's the word I'm looking for? Warning, like almost a warning. Like somebody, I feel like there's some type of warning, because something is moving into balance in your life. And it's like you're getting some type of message or an omen, right, about what this is. I want to see something. See something, y'all. An omen is an event regarded as a portent of good or evil. The ghost appearance was an omen. Prophetic significance. The raven, hey, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, that's a raven. Someone, you could be seeing ravens. Your name could be Raven. I'm hearing ravens crossing. Somebody, you could be living in an apartment complex that has Raven in the name or something. But this is some type of prophetic significance. See, the ravens seem to bird of evil omen. There's something lurking is what I'm hearing. And it's being masked as sexual energy. Now, this shit is deep. Yeah. There's something lurking is what I'm hearing Spirit say. And it's being masked as sexual energy, though. See, you're moving into balance. But it's some type of burden here as well. Let's see. What else, Spirit? Yeah, somebody, you got to find a sacred space. Because you got to release this burden. October 21st could be significant. Yeah, because there's a duality to what's taking place. You can't get stopped. Like, it's somebody, like, you're not seeing something from both sides. There's a duality. Everything has masculine and feminine energy. Everything has a tip, a root, and a foundation. Like, everything has a duality to the nature. What comes up must go down. right? So I'm just hearing duality, and you have to be able to see both sides of a situation or whatever this is, but it's causing you to get into your sacred space and release some type of burden so that you can move your life into some type of balance and understand who you are at a deeper level. See, there's a sacred exchange is what I'm hearing God say. Some type of sacred exchange is taking place in your life. Hold on, that's your damn title. Y'all know these titles been coming to me literally in the middle of these messages. There is a sacred exchange that's taking place to move you into balance. That's what I'm hearing. But I gotta get into this sexual energy and omens as well. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Retreat. I heard protection. Foundation. Yeah, this is a part of your transformation, y'all. Something is transforming. But I'm feeling like this energy here is completely separate from what we have going on over here. See, there's a transformation 22 that's taking place in your life at this time. But it's something God is trying to show you, and it's like you got to get in this sacred space to be able to see it. With this sacred space and retreat coming over here together, it's like you got to be able to see something that has been burdening you, or there is some type of burden that you've been carrying. And whatever this burden is, someone, you could be an AKA, I'm seeing an ivy leaf, right? Ivies could be significant, but someone, you are carrying some type of burden, and God is trying to tell you, you got to get in your sacred space. This is about you retreating so that you can move something into balance in your life. And that's understanding the duality of, good and bad, right and wrong, right? So for example, if things are going bad in your life, God is saying, well, that's the duality of life, right? Just because it's like that now, it's not going to be like that forever, is what I'm hearing. See, you're manifesting something, and it's a part of your transformation. What else, Spirit? Anything else, or are we going to switch decks? I think we're going to switch decks. What is this? Ascension. All of this is a part of your ascension, child. Collective, whatever this is for you, is literally your transformation. I got sacred space, retreat, transformation, duality, and ascension. Like whatever this is for you, is like God is sending you some type of omen. And I feel like you're mistaking it for sexual energy. It's almost like God is saying, when you get that little tingle, y'all know when you feel like you got a slow burn or something taking place within you, to start taking note, y'all, of when that is taking place, and then listen for what it is that God is trying to tell you, because it's something that you are mistaking for sexual energy. And I got unlimited possibilities. It's like you limiting yourself, right? Because it's more, it's deeper than what it is that you see. Like whatever this is, it has root, it has foundation. It's not just sexual energy. It's something much deeper. And God is trying to show you that. Like this is about your transformation. Let's get one more before we clarify. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Well, can we at least get an even number? Thank you. You know I ain't going to end it without a thank you. Thank you. Yeah, abundant. Walking right into your abundance. This is a coming together, y'all. This is three. I'm getting like 3 of Pentacles energy from this card. But this is a coming together of some type of financial abundance and stability that you're creating for yourself at this time. And it's almost like once you get into your sacred space and release some type of burden, right, with this number 10 here, there has to be an ending in order to have a new beginning. So something has to come to an end in order to bring movement into balance into your life. See, the dualities are all here, y'all. I got the sun and the moon, right? I got air, I got water. So you could be an air sign or a water sign. It's like I got grounding, I got roots. It's like everything has to have a balance. That's what duality is. And it's like God is trying to tell you, if you accept or invite some type of duality into your life, then there are unlimited possibilities. Okay, for someone, I'm hearing that you are 3D focused and you got to be more 5D focused, or vice versa. See, everything has to be balanced. So you can't spend all your time in the heavens and praying and manifesting and talking to God and not put in the work naturally, but you also can't be putting in too much work naturally and you don't trust in God. So whatever this is, God is telling somebody there's some unlimited possibilities of abundance, because that is what you desire, is what you've manifested. But you also have to end something, because it's a part of your transformation. Let's clarify. All right, what's burden? What's burden, spirit? What's burden? Oh, come on, child. Goddess of the moon. All right, 52. 5 and 2 is 7. This is your intuition, y'all. God is telling you, you already know. Like, the goddess of the moon is everything about your intuition and following your guidance, your God-given guidance. It's like God is leading you somewhere, but you got to be able to listen. And it's something that's burdening you down, but you got to get into your sacred space and follow your intuition. You got to retreat so that you can build some type of foundation for yourself. Yeah. There's someone who's watching you, and that's why you got to get into this sacred space. See, I got envy here, and Spirit is trying to tell you to retreat or to get into some type of sacred space so that you can see whatever this envy is. Somebody may even want you to retreat, like they don't want you to move forward. See, what's omens in sexual energy? What's omens in sexual energy? Walking away. I was seeing deceit in my mind's eye. Hostilities in the reverse and indecision in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Somebody, you're being called to make a decision, right? Some type of movement here. But there's an omen. It's like God has been sending you messages, even through birds, right? That is time. But I feel like you're mistaking something. This is what I'm hearing for somebody as well. Sometimes it's easy to walk away from situations when you're in the height of conflict, because that just makes it easy, right? So if temperatures are hot and people are fussing and arguing and fighting, then hey, it's easy to walk away, right? But that's walking away based on emotions, and that's why you are sometimes stuck in indecision, is because you're trying to make a decision that is based on emotion, and God needs you to make the decision based on logic. So it's like you can't make a decision to leave, walk away, or change in the middle of chaos. You got to wait until things begin to slow down so that you can make the appropriate decision, because it's a decision that's going to lead you towards some type of happiness. What else? Spirit? Yeah, it's your decision, and you can't stay like locked away. Like somebody don't want you to see. They don't want to see you move forward in something. It's like somebody wants to keep you stuck. Like somebody doesn't want you to see what's on the other side of your situation or where you are. It's almost like somebody wants you to be so complacent where you are, because where you are is beautiful. Like, let's be clear, like where you are is beautiful. It's not that you're suffering. It's not that you abused. It's not that, you going through anything. But it's just not where you're supposed to be at this time, is what I'm hearing God say. This is very specific to somebody. Like, where you are is great, but it's not where God wants you to be. It's something that you got to walk away from. It's something that you have to be able to see for yourself, because there's still unlimited possibilities. I heard the plan has not been completed. It's like the architectural drawings to something is still being drafted. Like something it's not done. Somebody, you've been doing a lot of daydreaming. There's a crown chakra activation that's coming in for somebody, and it's causing you to do a lot of daydreaming. But what God is trying to show you is that it's not a daydream. It's where you are supposed to be, outside of the gate that you put yourself behind. Like somebody, you're keeping yourself stuck. The ages of 27 to 30 could be significant to someone, or there could have been something that took place between those ages. And it's like now that you're on the other side of that, it's still more for you to see. Like it's more for you to see. It's more for you to experience, is what I'm hearing God say. Yeah, there's a duality to this. Healer of the ages is here. It's more for you to experience. See, that's the duality. Healer of the ages and the duality card, that's about your balance. That's fire and water energy, right? That's you understanding who you are and then taking your own ascension, right? Your own transformation into your own hands. This is your own healing. Like whatever it is that you want for yourself, it's time for you to take that into your own hands. It's not about somebody else pushing you forward, but it's you accepting the duality of who you are. Somebody, you're being called to accept your calling or your gift, is what I'm hearing God say. Yeah. Angel of love. In the reverse, though, it's like you question it. You question if you're enough. You question if you have enough in you, but the possibilities are unlimited. The only thing that's limiting you is yourself, is what I'm hearing. And it's because you don't want to trust your heart. Like somebody, you're having a difficult time trusting your heart and what it is that God is showing you at this time, but it's a part of your ascension. When you feel anxiety, when you feel fear, when you feel any emotion, right, it's really just reminding you that you are alive. Right? Everyone feels fear, love, hurt. Emotions are emotions, right? And only thing these emotions do is remind you that you're alive. And as long as you are alive, there are unlimited possibilities for you to move forward as soon as you make the decision to walk away and walk into whatever it is that you are manifesting for yourself. But that's about wisdom. Like, see, sometimes we got to understand where we are may not be too bad, but is it wise for us to stay there, is what I'm hearing God say. Yeah, is it wise for us to stay there? Because sometimes you have to protect what you're building for yourself. See, somebody, you're meant to protect a legacy that you're building for yourself. You're meant to protect, right, what it is that you are manifesting for yourself. And it's from the heart space that we manifest. Somebody, you may even have to protect your heart. Like this sacred space and retreat. This could be about you getting away, right, into a space so that you can truly examine what's in your heart and what it is that you're being called to do at this time. Sometimes we need that sacred space, y'all, to truly examine what's in our hearts. I want to see, what's woman holding a heart? What's woman holding a heart, Spirit? What is the examination of the heart? Come on, y'all. The damn 10 of swords. What I tell you, that 10 that came out, which was burdens, y'all. So somebody, when you get to the point where you feel like things just cannot get worse, all you're doing is resisting an inevitable end. Somebody, you're resisting a situation in your life that's supposed to end. This is too many cards. I'm not going to take them all, but what I'm hearing is, well, no, Spirit said you are. Yeah, see, you got to examine your own self-worth. And when you begin to either obsess over finances, obsess over work, have this false sense of security, you got to understand why are you resisting the change? Someone, you're resisting a transformation, because I got the death card. October 13th, September 13th could be significant, but the Queen of Wands is here as well. So you have to understand what makes you happy, and then you got to move towards that. Somebody, you lack inner joy, and when you understand that you're dissatisfied with life, the only one who can satisfy you is you. 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups are both in reverse. This is about your personal happiness, your personal independence. But the only one who can change that is you. Come on, Queen of Wands. Aries energy here. I also have Pisces energy, Scorpio with the Death card, right? 10 of Swords, Gemini energy, 9 of Pentacles, right? What is 9 of Pentacles? Virgo energy, and then Pisces with the 9 of Cups in reverse. Somebody, you got to create happiness for yourself. And I'm not saying that you aren't happy, but it's still a sense of unfulfillment. Like there's still something else outside of where you are. And God is literally trying to push you. This someone, you had a vision as a little girl is what I'm saying. There's a vision. Somebody used to stay outside and just look at the butterflies in the garden, or you could live somewhere where you see a lot of butterflies. Someone, you could have had a bird house and a tree in your front or backyard, or your grandmother's house is what I'm hearing as well, with this bird bath or bird house. But now that you got yourself into a position where you can create the life that you deserve, then it's time for you to walk into that. It's time for you to make the decision to walk into what it is that you dreamt from even as a little girl. This is about inner growth, or little boy. Again, take it how it resonates, but this is about internal growth. Yeah. And being honest with yourself, King of Swords, right? Using your head over your heart. You got to be more disciplined and honest about what it is that you want. See, somebody, you have mental clarity. What's this mental clarity about? Yeah. What it is that has been stopping you back, or reminiscing the memories. Y'all, I told you this is daydreaming. This is daydreaming. You've been daydreaming. It could be about love. It could be about, but it's a lot of childhood memories that's coming up. It's like you're envisioning what it is that you wanted for yourself as an adult. But what God is trying to tell you is that you can have everything that you've envisioned once you understand it comes from your heart space. See, the angel of love is in the reverse, but woman holding a heart is in the upright. You cannot protect your heart so much so that it becomes imbalanced, because then you cannot manifest what it is that you desire. Why? Because we manifest from the heart. So if you know that you manifest from the heart, then you cannot block off your heart to what it is that truly makes you happy. Somebody, you have to figure out what makes you happy, your inner happiness. And it's not materialism. It's just not. It's something that is deeper, because you've had this desire since you were a child, is what I'm hearing. See, you're deceiving yourself in that whatever you're working on is not going to pay off. See, I got Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles with the Sun card. July 19th could be significant. You could be seeing 777. But what you got to understand is, if you keep looking back, you're never going to see what it is that you're currently investing in. If your focus is always what's behind you, then you can never see what's in front of you. And whatever is in front of you is what you're currently manifesting. It's sustainable. It is. But you got to understand the positivity and the joy and the happiness that comes from within you first. And anytime you're not happy, then you're always deceiving yourself to feel like anything that you put in your time and energy in is going to pay off, because you're never going to be happy. That's why you have millionaires, y'all, and billionaires that's miserable. And they off themselves and stuff because they lack inner joy. It's not about material wealth. It's not about status. It's about inner joy. And what God is trying to show someone is that you're deceiving yourself by looking backwards versus what it is that you're investing your time in at this time. This is about you moving forward and what it is. Yeah, you got to let go of something, y'all. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. You're protecting yourself. What's the Four of Pentacles in reverse? The Lovers in reverse. This is about self-love, right? See, you got to let go of imbalanced relationships. You got to let go of anything that is unaligned with your values. You got to be able to detach, because a lot of times we have a lot of the indecision that we face is because we don't want to let go of relationships with people or situations or family dynamics in our life, right, that are imbalanced. But this is a challenge. Somebody is being challenged to change. Like tradition says that, yeah, we stay around family. Yeah, we do the traditional thing, right? Someone you could come from a very traditional family is also what I'm hearing. But you got to understand society's rules versus God's rules. And we don't conform, y'all. What the fuck is conformity? Who the fuck does that, right? We don't conform. So somebody, you are being challenged to stand on what it is that you believe for yourself. Right? Because you got to let go. See, when you begin to understand that your transformation is a personal transformation, then you make the decisions that are best for you. So when there's a lot of change that's taking place in your life at this time, but what it's doing is showing you some type of cycles. You had to break the cycle of some type of negativity in your life. But anytime that you are resistant to change, then God is just going to turn up the heat, child. The decision is just going to be that more difficult. See, somebody, you got to make a decision. February 10th could be significant. 210 could be in someone's address or phone number. But you got to make some type of right choice of decision. And it is a lot of confusion, right? It's like information overload at this time. But what you do, you got to break the cycle. See, sometimes we stay stuck in negative phases of our own life, right? Just because we don't even want to understand or see, right, what's taking place. Sometimes you just got to walk away and admit defeat. Like sometimes, y'all, there are situations in our life, whether it's a marriage, whether it's friend circles, whether it's family dynamics, you have to admit that being in this relationship is somewhat abusive. And whether that's emotionally, physically, financially, whatever it is, if it gets to the point where you understand that I don't want this anymore, then you have to make the decision what's best for you, because all you doing is trying to stay in a situation to win, right? But what are you winning? Right? What are you possibly winning? That's like staying in an abusive relationship because you don't want the ex to have them. Well, that motherfucker can have you. What the hell? Right? So it's like, why would you stay in a situation that is abusive because you don't want somebody else to win? Child, that's crazy. Right? But people do that. It's like, I'd rather win and stay and be miserable than just to say, you know what? I don't want this anyway. Somebody, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but it's like you are taking care. Ooh, this is a message for somebody. Somebody is taking care of their elderly parents, and whether this are two parents or one, but you don't even want to. It's like you rather not admit it to your family that you don't want to do this shit, so you just stay and you're miserable, but you're not okay. Fuck that. Come, you take care of them, because I got a life to live. Like, that's literally what I'm hearing God say for somebody. Like, you stuck in situations caring for people that you don't even want to, but it's like you don't want to admit, or you don't want to look like you losing. Yeah, you gotta walk away. Your channel song is gone. Someone's name could be Angie, Angela, Anaya, Tank. But this is something about you understanding that staying in this situation is only causing you to lose. So you gotta make a difficult decision to allow or break some type of cycle of just, I'm hearing getting along to go on. Like, what is it? Going along to get along or whatever, when you know that you aren't happy. See, there's someone around you. I heard financial manipulation, King of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, Five of Cups is here though. You gotta let go of something. Someone could be financially abusing you. I'm hearing financial abuse, right? Because y'all, you'll be surprised. Now, let's be clear. I am someone who, I tell people, I was financially abused in my marriages. Both of them. All of them. Shit. Because ain't none of them motherfuckers have real jobs. Let's be clear. And every marriage I had up until I have met the king, right? Them motherfuckers ain't have jobs. They couldn't keep no job. If they did have a job, they only had it for a little bit, right? They had nothing. So literally in all three of my marriages, right, I was financially abused, but more so in the last one, because that motherfucker was stealing money out my bank account, right? Everything. Like taking debit cards, like redirecting my cash apps and shit so they could go to him. Like financial abuse, y'all. So you got to understand, when you are in relationships, even let's be clear, you can have family dynamics where people are financially abusing you. If the same people in your family ask you for money every week, that's financial abuse. Because at some point, when are they going to be responsible enough to understand that you got your own bills, right? So someone, you got to understand, if you have people around you who are financially abusive, right, you got to stand up for yourself. Damn, what, the King of Wands and the King of Cups just came out back to back. What the hell is this? Are these two different people? I just heard God is going to send someone into your life that's going to stand up for you and protect you. This is someone who's going to be a leader, but I'm hearing that they're going to protect you on two fronts, your heart and what it is that you're pursuing. What's the King of Wands, King of Cups, Spirit? What's the King of Wands, King of Cups? Hermit. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What I'm hearing is the King of Wands, King of Cups isn't outside of you. This is you. This is you standing up to make decisions that are more emotionally balanced. See, the thing about divine feminine energy is this, and primarily I speak to divine feminine because that's who normally watch me. But again, take it how it resonates. Sometimes we have to stand up and understand that we are natural leaders, right? We are visionaries of our own life. But why God is telling you that you need to retreat and get into a sacred space is because the hermit is here. You got to spend some time alone to really understand your own inner truth through wisdom, because you're in a personal transition right now, but you are resistant to the change because of your own emotional baggage. And when you're carrying emotional baggage, you don't need to be in the Queen of Cups. Fuck no. Because then you're going to be overly emotional. You have to be in the King of Cups, understanding that you can still lead with emotions and stay in balance. See, somebody, you're being challenged to lead a situation with your emotions, but to keep your emotions in balance, because this is a personal transition for you. And you have to stop seeking other people's approval for what it is that you want in your life. See, somebody, you staying put, or you're not making decisions in your life for yourself because you're seeking someone else's approval. But all that is doing is delaying things in your life. Yeah, that's codependence. Like, you lack some type of confidence in your ability to lead yourself. Come on, the devil in reverse with the Knight of Wands. You got to release your limiting beliefs about who you are. Like, what actions that you're being asked to take at this time, like what direction you're being asked to go in. Somebody, you got to make that decision for yourself, and you got to release your own doubts. And somebody, you don't even recognize that. Like, you don't even recognize what's stopping you from moving forward. Oh, hold on. I heard what's stopping them from moving forward. Hold on. I'm seeing my other deck. Yeah, child, I looked up and the song say, yes, it is. Yeah, someone is stopping you. Someone's name could be Leon, Matt, Matthew, Torres, Thomas. Any of those could be significant. What fell out the deck? Child, denial. I can't make it up. I looked down the screen and said, well, one card done fell out. Denial. What did I say? You don't even recognize. Like, there is something that you don't even recognize, but you got to release the limiting beliefs. And I don't feel like you see that. Like, you don't see what your beliefs, or how your beliefs about this situation has stopped you from moving forward. You got to acknowledge there is some type of fear, and you got to replace the fear with the awareness of what's taking place around you. Somebody, you lack awareness. Yeah, you got to surrender. You got to release the need to control whatever this is in your life, and understand that where you are may not be bad, but where you going is much better. And it's a part of growth. It's a part of you growing up. It's a part of your transition. It's a part of you understanding that there's freedom in detaching, is what I'm hearing. There's a freedom in detachment. Somebody, you're going to experience some type of freedom as soon as you surrender. Like, you're in denial though. And as soon as you get out of denial and surrender to what God, come on, death is a part of your transformation. Death. See, you got to learn that endings are merely beginnings. I'm done, child. Because we literally, what's at the bottom of the deck? Judgment. Spirit said, look at the bottom of the deck. Judgment. Why? Because we started off, y'all, with the number 10 card, which was burdens. Right? And I don't care if it's a big burden, a little burden, I don't care. We don't do burdens, y'all. And a lot of times we feel like we can stay in situations in our lives because it's just a little burden, right? It ain't a big burden, it's just a little burden. But what I'm hearing God say is a burden is a motherfucking burden, okay? Right? So if it's a burden, it's a burden, and you have to let it go. Somebody, you are learning that endings are what? Merely beginnings. And you can't have this beginning though until you surrender and allow some ending. And somebody, it's merely an ending of a mindset, is what I'm hearing God say. All right, that's your message, somebody. So let me tell y'all, always do what's best for you, is what I'm hearing God say, because nobody else will. Right? Nobody else will. So always do what's best for you. And if it means that you got to walk away in order to have something better for yourself, then do that, right? No matter who is going to affect. Why? Because if you're not happy, then it doesn't matter anyway. Our life here on earth, and I tell y'all all the time, I grew up in church and I did not like the fact that people feel like they're supposed to suffer in this 3D world so that they can gain eternal life. Fuck no. You're supposed to make yourself happy now because heaven is here on earth. Right? And if you stay in hell, then you're going to be on hell right now. And if you understand that, you will choose what? Heaven now, which means release the burdens. Let people go on their own if they can't get their stuff together and do what it is that makes you happy, love. Why? Because we ain't got but one life to live, and I'm going to live that thing on 10, right? YOLO. Love and light, y'all. As always, the Lady Impact 1111.